Okay, folks, it is day 4 of this Spot Talk series on calming the chaos, reclaiming our focus, energy, and joy. So, you already know that we have a small amount of time to spend in leadership activities to be able to make things better for the future. Well, one of the things about making things better for the future is that leaders, we can't do it alone. So, this work of making things better for the future is about leading the work. And that means leading our people in this work. So we need their input. We need their help and assistance. In Capstone World, we call this do it with them, not to them. So while we need that precious time in vital time, where there are some very specific activities that as leaders we can do to make things better for the future, it is engaging our staff that is an important part of this work of improvement and making things better. Again, they're closest to the patients, they're closest to the process. And any of these things that we've identified for improvement or opportunities to capitalize on are going to likely mean changes for our employees, changes for our team. And who better to engage in the ideas and the solutions around that? They have the ideas and they'll be more receptive to the ideas and the changes if they were part of it. So most leaders have already some systematic approaches to how they engage with their staff on a regular basis. Three of the most common are a daily huddle, a weekly communication, and a monthly staff meeting. And the encouragement here is to incorporate those focuses, those one, two, or three things that are the most important thing that your team is focused on to make things better for the future, is to incorporate those in some even small way into each of those routine interactions with your staff. So that example I gave you earlier of that environmental services team leader where they had a big goal to focus on decreasing absenteeism. How could that leader every day in their daily shift huddle engage her staff in decreasing absenteeism? Maybe she used that time to recognize everyone for being there today, or maybe she could show the trend line and their data related to absenteeism in the last pay period. In one small way, taking a little bit of that time, which is probably whirlwind and management focused time at a daily shift huddle, and adding in that element of leadership and the focus and the goals. Do that every day. And this small way is making a big difference towards the achievement of one or more goals. And you can change it up. If you have multiple goals, you could shift the focus. This week, we're going to talk about this goal. Next week, we're going to talk about this goal. Or maybe you change it by the day and you just cycle through. We have 3 goals this year. And on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to talk about this one, etc. So you decide. You decide how you make that happen. In fact, we've got a worksheet, one page, that will help you kind of pre-think this out to know what you're going to focus on at your daily shift huddles so that you can incorporate this focus into things you already do, like your shift huddle. The second opportunity is a weekly communication. In Capstone World, we call that the Friday 5 communication, where at an organization level, but also at a local department level, each leader has a communication that is a standard communication that communicates 5 top things that either happened this past week or coming up next week to keep their staff up to date and in the know about things that are happening. And of course, you don't want to miss an opportunity to keep people up to date and in the know about these big focuses. Again, small amount of time, sneak it right into that weekly communication, and you're getting a compounding effect week after week. And then lastly, that monthly staff meeting, many of you still have them. And often these are used for batching communication or information. And it's kind of a blah, blah, blah. And people don't get too excited about that kind of meeting each month. But you turn these meetings into team improvement meetings where you're actually spending most of this time working together, creating ideas, coming up with suggestions, checking in on how your plans are working, looking at data and the action plans. So, really turning this into an improvement team meeting versus a communication or information meeting. And again, today we've got a 1-page handout that will help you plan how to incorporate your big rock focuses into daily huddles, weekly communications, and monthly staff meetings. And we encourage you again to just start, and you'll be on your way to calming the chaos and reclaiming your focus, energy, and joy because you'll be making things better for the future by engaging your staff. So come back tomorrow. It'll be day 5 of our Spot Talk series, and we'll be shifting the focus from the whirlwind around us to the whirlwind within us and how to calm that down as well. Look forward to being back with you for day 5. See you then.